The shadow of tariffs has not yet dissipated, Coinbase premium has soared, and NVT warnings have emerged. Can the Bitcoin bull market remain stable? Is the Bitcoin world changing hands? Can enterprises and institutions take over and stabilize the market? Increase 100 times in 2 minutes. The cryptocurrency market saw a meme-driven surge in July. Pump.fun got into trouble and LetsBonk overtook it. Who will be the master of the meme coin world? OFAC loosens restrictions on Tornado Cash, leaving developers' fate undecided.
On July 8th, Tuesday, BitcoinTV English channel, Where is the Coin Chain? I am Michael. Let's start with the 24-hour data headlines of the Coin Circle. Yesterday morning, US President Trump sent a series of tariff letters on social media. He threatened to impose tariffs ranging from 25% to 40% on 14 countries including Japan, South Korea, Indonesia, Thailand, and Bangladesh. Although the implementation time of the reciprocal tariff was temporarily postponed from July 9th to August 1st, the market was still scared. The three major US stock indexes fell, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average falling 0.94%, the Nasdaq falling 0.92%, and the S&P 500 falling 0.79%. Asian companies such as Nissan Motor and SK Telecom fell sharply, and Tesla fell more than 6%. Bitcoin also fell from $109,700 to $107,400. Trump continues to play his tough trade line, which means putting pressure on emerging manufacturing countries and trying to reclaim the global supply chain. This also affects the Bitcoin market. In the short term, everyone should wait and see and use less leverage. At present, the key support of Bitcoin is between $105,000 and $107,000. Before August 1st, whether the tariffs will be implemented remains a mystery. If trade frictions intensify, Bitcoin may become a safe haven option again. Recently, there have been waves of favorable policies in Europe and the United States. The European Union approved 53 MiCA licenses at one time, of which 14 were for stablecoins and 39 were virtual asset service providers. In the United States, 14 states have also introduced 26 new Bitcoin regulations, covering everything from taxation to payment and even mining, and the progress of compliance has been accelerated. And who is the most sensitive in the market? Of course, institutions. CryptoQuant revealed that the average monthly premium of Bitcoin on Coinbase has reached plus $78, and institutions are obviously ambushing at high levels. In addition, the Bitcoin ETF has attracted more than $1 billion per month from mid-June to the end of the month, all betting on long-term value. On the whole, as long as the Coinbase premium is still positive and the ETF continues to attract money, it is not just talk for Bitcoin to reach $112,000 to $115,000. At this price, it is estimated that it is still accumulating power and it is still early to reach the peak. The latest data from CryptoQuant shows that Bitcoin's NVT Golden Cross has climbed to 1.98 and is about to hit the historical 2.2 high voltage line. How effective is this number? Historically, it has repeatedly warned that Bitcoin has reached its peak. Take a look at several thrilling pullbacks this year. On February 2nd, NVT Golden Cross soared to 2.68 and Bitcoin was $97,600 at the time, but then it fell 23.65% in one breath. On March 24th, it rushed to 2.87 and Bitcoin was $87,500, and it immediately corrected 16.06%. On June 16th, it touched 2.21 and Bitcoin was $106,800 and then fell 9.87%. Although it has not broken 2.2 at present, if NVT continues to rise, it may indicate that the market heat has cooled down and the price has deviated from the fundamentals. If it breaks through 2.2 in the short term, the risk of Bitcoin's pullback will increase significantly. But don't forget that the previous top was reached after NVT stayed at a high level for a while, so it is not ruled out that Bitcoin will continue to move upward in the short term. Don't just focus on one number when investing. You still have to judge it together with other on-chain indicators and trends to avoid pitfalls. Please like and follow us to sort out the latest developments in the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and mining circles within 24 hours. Click the small bell to join the channel and become a member. You can get the member wealth password from Monday to Friday. At present, the cryptocurrency circle seems to be calm and peaceful. But in fact, there is a power reshuffle going on behind the scenes. The big whales in the early days, who held huge amounts of Bitcoin, are now slowly reducing their positions. Who took over? It is ETFs, various companies, and asset management companies, each one richer than the other, who began to redistribute the $2.1 trillion pie. The problem is that if the whales suddenly dump their goods on a large scale one day and the institutions do not take over, the market may have to fall sharply. But then again, not all whales want to leave. After all, there are still super whales who are madly increasing their positions.
In the first half of this year, corporate interest in Bitcoin continued to heat up. MicroStrategy continued to lead, holding nearly 597,000 Bitcoins. Mining companies such as Marathon Digital and CleanSpark also actively increased their holdings, holding about 46,000 and 12,600 Bitcoins respectively. There are more than 150 listed companies in the world that hold more than 725,000 Bitcoins in total. Together with private enterprises, the total corporate holdings are about 1 million. At the same time, the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETF holdings have exceeded 1 million, accounting for about 5 to 6% of the circulation of Bitcoin.
Look at the craze brought about by strategy. They bought a lot and made Bitcoin the top trump card in the company's asset allocation. Why are companies so crazy now? To put it bluntly, it is to fight inflation, fear of future supply shortages, and to see that global supervision is gradually becoming clear. This is not a small fight. The cryptocurrency circle is staging a quiet but profound power transfer. From retail investors and early whales, it is slowly shifting to companies and institutions. This game has just begun.
Is really a significant moment for Bitcoin adoption because rather than just buying and holding the asset, this next stage is all about creating a new margin framework for Bitcoin.
British private company Smarter Web Company, SWC, recently announced that it has spent another £17.87 million to purchase 226.42 Bitcoins, bringing the company's cumulative holdings to over 1,000 Bitcoins, with a total investment of over £78.22 million. Officials said that SWC will accept Bitcoin payments from 2023 and see it as the cornerstone of long-term value growth. So far, its Bitcoin position has brought a return of up to 26,242%.
On the other hand, despite the popularity of Bitcoin, the British regulator FCA, but I still think it's too risky. SWC wants to hoard Bitcoins. Sorry, we haven't got the license yet. The British government announced in April that it would amend the Financial Services and Markets Act. Anyone who wants to buy, sell, or keep Bitcoins will have to get a license and comply with the Crypto Asset Reporting Framework, CARF tax return. Global asset management company VanEck also sounded the alarm. Don't just buy Bitcoin by issuing additional shares. Be careful of diluting equity and causing the company's valuation to fall. In July, Bitcoin broke through $111,500, and the entire market was as agitated as if it had been injected with chicken blood. In particular, the meme coin market was like a rocket, with old projects and new coins all soaring. This week, several supermelons came out. A Dagon, CoinCircle speculator, Buddy bought a newly released meme coin with $608, and 2 minutes later, there was an extra $881,000 in his account. Another ruthless person was even more outrageous, investing only $45 and getting $302,000 in 3 minutes. The meme coin Kirby was not to be outdone, and someone invested $1,979 and made $53,600 in a short time. The on-chain data is there, and it really proves the saying, nothing is impossible in the coin circle.
In terms of the main chain Solana Bonk, Fartcoin and Pudgy Penguins of the ecosystem, it was the first to detonate the market and became a meme currency distribution center with high-speed transactions and low fees. Classic meme coins such as Pepe and Floki on the Ethereum chain also performed well, with significant gains in the past week, pushing up market enthusiasm. It is worth noting that medium-sized coins such as Useless Coin since June, it has soared by more than 5,000%, and its growth is not inferior to that of new projects. Many analysts believe that if Bitcoin breaks through key levels such as $120,000 or $130,000, Bull may become the star of a new round of skyrocketing meme coins, and even replicate the 2021 Shiba Inu 100 times legend.
Brother, the meme coin is hot now, and it can easily increase by hundreds of times in 2 minutes. It's really exciting to watch, but to be honest, this thing, to put it bluntly, is just a short-term, quick money-making game. It depends on who runs faster and who has better luck. As soon as the new coin is launched, institutions and script parties have already ambushed it. Retail investors want to grab it? Difficult. Those who can really make a lot of money are quietly ambushed before the price of the coin is discovered. Wait until it becomes a hot search, or the media hypes it up and the price will soar. But the problem is that such opportunities are too rare, and it is impossible to encounter them every day. Therefore, if you really want to live long and walk steadily in the currency circle, meme coins can only be used as a small bet for entertainment. If you really want to keep the big money, you have to rely on Bitcoin. After all, meme coins are fireworks which are gone in a flash. Bitcoin is the cornerstone, which can withstand the wind and waves and support the future.
Pump.fun is in crisis. Is LetsBonk a flash in the pan or the new overlord? Sanctions lifted and developers jailed. Can Tornado Cash finally have peace?
Pump.fun, a big internet celebrity in the Solana circle, was once extremely popular because of its "you can issue coins for $2." The process is simple and the threshold is low, so even novices who don't understand technology can play. At its peak, it collected $752,000 in transaction fees a day, and has always been the leader in the meme coin issuance platform. In June this year, Pump.fun and the founder's X account were suddenly blocked, and the official did not explain it clearly. People outside were guessing whether it was an illegal operation or a regulatory target. Seeing that Pump.fun was in trouble, a new role emerged in the Solana ecosystem: LetsBonk. Although it was not officially launched, its revenue and coin issuance in the past 24 hours have surpassed Pump.fun for the first time, and it quickly seized the limelight. Why did LetsBonk counterattack? Let's continue to watch.
In meme coins basically, you can see it as a measure of attention, and attention is something of value today. We see it on Twitter, we see it on X, that if you have a lot of followers, if you have a lot of attention, this is value. And you could say that the meme coins are somewhat a reflection of this value.
In the past 24 hours, LetsBonk's revenue soared to $1.04 million, about twice that of Pump.fun. In addition to revenue, LetsBonk also leads in other indicators. Market share reached 54.5%, while Pump.fun only had 35.5%. Total transaction volume reached $570 million, higher than Pump.fun's $370 million. In terms of the graduation rate that measures project activity, LetsBonk also reached 75.1%, far better than Pump.fun's 24.5%.
LetsBonk can surpass Pump.fun mainly due to three advantages. First, its coin issuance process is more sophisticated, and the project graduation rate is 75.1%, which is much higher than Pump.fun's 24.5%. Second, it has the support of the Bonk community with a market value of $1.8 billion and a daily trading volume of $1.2 billion, and the handling fees will be returned to the community. In contrast, Pump.fun's popularity has declined due to the large number of junk coins. Having said that, Although LetsBonk is very powerful, the big brother Pump.fun has not collapsed yet. In the past 30 days alone, Pump.fun's revenue has exceeded $37 million, while LetsBonk has only $4.5 million. Will Pump.fun sit and wait for death? Let's wait and see the next meme coin drama. In 2022, the US Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC, added a bunch of wallet addresses related to Tornado Cash to the sanctions list, saying that this thing helped the North Korean hacker group Lazarus Group to launder money. This decision quickly triggered a backlash in the crypto industry. The crypto policy think tank Coin Center immediately jumped out to sue the Treasury Department, saying that your operation was simply beyond your authority. Not only that, with the help of Coinbase, 6 Tornado Cash users took the Treasury Department to court together, and the matter was a sensation at the time. Everyone is waiting to see how this matter will end, and there has been new progress recently.
In January this year, a Texas court revoked the sanctions imposed on Tornado Cash by the Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Assets Control, which was considered a victory after 6 users filed a lawsuit. In March, the Treasury Department removed Tornado Cash from the sanctions list, saying that there was no substantive dispute in the case. Recently, the United States Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit also rejected the appeal of the crypto policy think tank Coin Center. Both parties agreed to revoke the original judgment and send the case back for retrial, which almost means that Coin Center's challenge to OFAC has come to an end for the time being.
The plot of the crypto circle has always changed faster than turning a page. As soon as the news of Tornado Cash came out, its native token Tornado Cash, TORN, soared by 14%, reaching $10.55 in one breath. However, within 2 days, the market was silent again, and the price fell. However, Tornado Cash can temporarily get rid of sanctions, but it does not mean that everyone is fine. Co-founder and developer Roman Storm is currently carrying the big hats of money laundering, unlicensed remittance business, and violation of sanctions. He will go to court in about 2 weeks. Another developer, Alexei Pertsev, is even worse. He was directly convicted of money laundering in the Netherlands and will be in prison for more than 5 years. And the developer Roman Semenov is still at large. This case is still full of drama and variables.
Zhao Chongpeng criticized the Toan Foundation for misleading propaganda, saying that applying for a UE Golden Visa with $35,000 plus $100,000 pledge was far from actually submitting an application, and it also caused a surge in token prices, which may have harmed the entire industry. There are reports that ByteDance has agreed to sell TikTok's US business to a US consortium led by Oracle and retain a minority stake. ByteDance denied this and said the news was untrue. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse announced that he will testify at a hearing titled, From Wall Street to Web3, Building the Digital Asset Markets of the Future, on July 9th before the U.S. Senate Banking Committee. According to CoinDesk, Trump's second son Eric Trump will deliver a speech at the BTC Asia conference held in Hong Kong in August this year, continuing the Trump family's active involvement in the cryptocurrency field. According to official news, AI agent platform Michelle joined hands with leading AI companies such as Manus and Alatangi Qianwan to participate in the AGI Summit hosted by AI creator community Weito AGI held in Tokyo. The event has concluded successfully.
Okay, the above is the main content of today's program. Our channel focuses on valuable news in the currency circle, chain circle, and mining circle. There are news information and in-depth special reports. If you think our channel is valuable, you are welcome to forward and follow it. You can also become our member and receive the member wealth code from Monday to Friday. Let us become rich together and add a zero to our assets in the bull market. See you tomorrow.